What's up, you guys and girls? This is Tim Trey, the managing editor of the Diecast Collector. Today, tonight, depending on what part of the world you're from, we're doing Tuesday's retro series. This was supposed to be out earlier today. Unfortunately, there were some things that came up. I do apologize. Anyway, so yes, we're doing a vehicle. It's on license. It's called a breakdown um van. So don't worry, I'll put everything in the description box below. Normally, when I do something like this, a breakdown type vehicle or a unlicensed vehicle, I will be putting it in the description box and let you know what this is. Also, I forgot to mention it in the last video, but or in the blog video, I'll talk more about that tomorrow when I do the other one. I just wanted to get that one done quick. um, so there will be a little bit of. I'm going to talk a little bit here today, not an extensive amount of, not going to be on here for an extensive amount of time. But I am going to talk a little bit to y'all tonight or tonight, depending on what part of the world you're from. So this came in yesterday, and also this is one of the vehicles that we're going to be doing in the rescue or the fire first responders. So that's one of the vehicles we're going to be doing. There's going to be another one coming in soon. Hopefully tomorrow, maybe we'll see tomorrow, but we'll see how that goes. Um, there's still some are out right now, still coming through the mail, so I'm still waiting on those. But this came in last night, so I kind of wanted to do this particular video for y'all today, even though this will be featured later on in an episode of the first responders and educational video. So that'll be coming out next month. Stay tuned for that video. Anyway, so what we were talking about on the last video, and if you catched it, I talked a little briefly about it, but so in this video we're talking about when I was a kid, I actually had this, and I also had its counterpart, because there is a counterpart to this one. It's a GMC Wrecker. Now, this is a Chevy. It's either a Chevy or a Ford, even though you can spot it. I couldn't tell you if it's a Ford or a Chevy because of the way the it might be a Ford. So I couldn't tell you. That's why it's called a breakdown vehicle or a breakdown van. So that's the title of it. And yeah, I can't see this. I'll show you what it says underneath. Even though I'm not really supposed to, but I will anyway. I'm not going to get in trouble for it. We're told we can do it, I guess. There's the side plates of it and everything. So I'm going to kind of show y'all. But the fun fact about this thing is you push down on that top part right here, it pushes down. Now I'm going to explain to that here in a minute about that little hook back here. So so a long time ago when I was a kid, I remember outside I used to beat the snot out of this thing and played in the dirt and towed big vehicles, small cars. I actually had last night. I was messing around with it, and I didn't remember if it was able to tow it. But yeah, you can tow a little LTD Ford, 4-door LTD. You can do everything. But anyway, so yeah, I got that. I got this yesterday in the mail, so I kind of wanted to do this video today. It was kind of cool and special. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to actually tell you the real vehicle it is. Like I said before, it's going to be considering unlicensed. So it is an unlicensed vehicle, unfortunately. I wish I could, but it's either based off of a Ford or a Chevy, so I couldn't tell you. But the other one, I can tell you exactly what it's going to be because it is actually it is a uh, a GMC, so I can tell you that one. I got to be very specific on what I post up on these videos because I don't want to get it's not that I'm going to get in trouble. It's just I don't want people calling me out for mistakes and stuff. That's basically what it is. Anyway, so back then I used to play with this thing, and word of advice: be careful with these side things right here. These little side things right there where the boom is. This part where my finger is, that's plastic. So just be careful with it. You can see where it's at and everything. I got a piece of hair in it. But yeah, be careful with that part right here because these are very easy to break. I had one that broke off when I was a kid. But anyway, so this part right here, I'm going to let y'all in a little bit of a hidden secret because I actually learned this again last night after over 20 years. So I'm not going to do it, but I'll show you. If you push this thing back right here and pull it like, let me see if I can try it. I'll see if I can try to demonstrate it for you a little. I'm not going to be able to do it. If you can do it like that, or let me see if I can do it this way. Yeah, if you can just if you basically pull it like this way, that little thing inside that little tab, that little thing right there, that little black thing, if you push inward, or if you push this thing outward like that, you see how I got my finger in? If you push that all the way to the left, that part of it drops down. If the tow hook is facing inboard instead of outboard, just take that, push it, and then flip it, and it'll work. That's what I used to do when I was a kid. And I'll show you more what I'm talking about when I get the actual truck. So I'll do another video on it. Um, so anyway, it is pretty basically easy. It's not hard. It's super fun. I love this truck, and I love the little record I'm going to be getting soon. And yeah, it's cool. Also, I got the truck. I'm gonna give y'all a little bit some updates. Tomorrow there will be an update video coming out for y'all for midweek. Don't worry about that. Also, I got the two, which I will probably cover them next week on the actual video. I'll do a Retro Tuesday next week on them. Maybe we'll see. Or I'll probably feature another car for next week. We'll see how that plays out. But the Chevy vans I was telling y'all about, I actually got them in the mail today, which I'm pretty happy about. Um, so I am going to be covering those eventually, but I'm not going to cover them now. Probably more than likely after next week. We'll see how everything goes. Um, I have to wait and see what other vehicles I get, or other retro vehicles, I should say, next few days. And then that determines on what's going to be next week. What else do we have? Unfortunately, like I told y'all before, status report. Um, the vet that I got in the mail, or the vet that I ordered, it's coming in the mail. It's being shipped, so it's coming soon. I'm not going to tell y'all where it's coming from, but it's coming from somewhere in the east, on the East Coast, in New York State, or New York State. That's all I'm going to tell y'all. The state of New York, so I can't really say what specifically where it's coming from. I just want to keep that confidential for the buyer. I don't need a buyer finding out that I said it, but anyway, um, or any other buyers for that matter. I just like to keep everything confidential with the personal information that they have because of YouTube. I don't want to dox them or say anything negative. Anyway, yeah, they have a little. I'll show you all the box that they come in. That the the Chevy box. I'll show y'all the videos of that soon where they have where back in the I'll talk more about that, but back in the day in the 90s they did have these little yellow boxes and actually on the box it actually shows what the counterpart would be. For example, if it was a truck 60 or whatever or the thing was 60 and then they had a actual cart, the carded, they would give you if they were out of the card, they would give you a box that had the actual truck in it. So I will show more of that next time when I do another retro series review. We will be doing we'll be doing those two trucks, the two Chevy vans, but we'll be doing them in separate videos. I don't want to put them all together. Maybe we'll put them together. That's what we'll do. We'll put them together and we'll just do that as like a weekly thing. But then, like I said, I want to wait till the actual later on down the road. We'll do the actual full review of them and stuff like that. But I don't really want to do them right now. I'm gonna see if I can try to find another one, Chevy van, and see if I can find it, and we'll talk more about that. I think later on down the road we'll talk more about that. But I'm gonna see if I can find another one because there's two variations of them right now. I have. I'm trying to think of the third variation, but it just doesn't come to my mind. There is not. I don't know if there's another variation of this. I think there was only one. I think that's how rare this thing is, but it's very common or very rare depending on what it is. But I like this truck a lot. Like I said before, when I was a kid, I used to beat the snot out of it, drive it up on rocks, make it look like it was just rock climbing sometimes, or make it look like it's flying down a hill, or just whatever. But it would also made it look like it was jumping ramps and stuff, all that stuff, and or used to work for like a tow when you go to like 4x4 event and you need a big heavy tow truck so that would come rolling in and pull the vehicle off. Just a lot of stuff that I used to do when I was a kid. Even this thing actually helps. This thing is also you can use Hot Wheels on it too. I done it where I actually had one of the other features I done last like a while back of BMW 26 CSI. I actually had the gold one, or was it the black? No, it was the other version. It was the second variation of it. It was not the black, but it was the other version. And I actually had that on the back of the tow hook, and it looks pretty cool. So you can use Hot Wheels for it as well, not just Matchbox, but that's whatever your personal preference is. That's where it goes. I'm not gonna tell you otherwise. As far as the Sonoma or the Cyclone, GMC Cyclone, I am supposed to receive that. I don't know when. I'll keep y'all posted on that. Forgot to tell y'all that. We do have. I'll tell y'all what tomorrow's feature is going to be. It's a Honda Civic update. Don't worry. I will put it packaged and open on that video. I'll set it up tonight so we can get it all done tomorrow. I'm just very happy I got that today. But anyway, guys and girls, I'm getting ready to start wrapping this thing up. I've been over for like 13 minutes now, and I want to get this stuff out. And then get ready for tomorrow, because tomorrow's going to be a long day for me, kind of figure. But anyway, I hope everyone really likes these throwback videos I'm doing with the Retro Tuesday stuff. Stay tuned. Like I said, next week we'll figure out whatever car comes in this week. We'll feature it next week. If not, then I already have something already in the can for it, so we'll do that. But like I said, we'll just we typically figure out what's gonna be the next week. So stay tuned. Like I said, this month we're supposed to be doing the muscle cars, but yes, I am going to classify the Corvettes as a muscle car. Even technically, they're not. They're more of an exotic now. They're in the exotic part of the world, but they're still American muscle cars to our hearts. I'm still going to add that into it whenever I decide to do it. So I'll figure that out when the time comes. But anyway, I hope everyone's excited for this video. Sorry for the long video. I do apologize, but I just like to get this stuff out. Then anyway, hope everyone enjoys this video. Stay tuned for tomorrow. We have a late week feature coming out, or midweek feature coming out, excuse me. Midweek feature coming out. And then on Thursday, we'll have a late week feature coming out to y'all. That's going to be probably going to draw better numbers. I would assume so. I don't know. I don't really like the analytics of YouTube and stuff like that sometimes. But anyway, that's all the time we got. I hope everyone enjoys these videos and stay tuned for the latest information on the retro stuff and also other things in between. But if you like this stuff and more, please feel free to like, share, subscribe. Make sure you put the bell on all. Go through the thing on Tim Traver from the Diecast Collective blog, as well as Tim Traver from the Diecast Collective. This is the main channel. Go support original content like me, and there's a bunch of others. And stay tuned. Also, I want to let y'all know before I really get off here, I got another Dodge Viper coming in the mail soon. Hopefully, it doesn't break. We'll do a full breakdown video on that, and we'll show you all three of the Vipers together as one. Okay. Anyway, until next time, everyone. I'll talk more about that tomorrow on the video with the tomorrow's midweek feature with the Viper stuff. Until next time, we're out.